Susie.
Hello.
You both play poker, I know. I've often seen you in the poker pool. So I'm going to show you how a magician deals a royal flush, okay?
Okay.
John, just randomly choose 5 cards out the middle. Take sort of one at a time from different parts of the deck, anywhere you want.
Okay.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, anywhere you want. Is that 5?
That's fine.
Okay. Turn them over and just lay them on the table and see if you're playing poker. Would that be a good poker hand? Pretty poor. You got a 6 and a 7. Not
the best.
10 and a 10 and a queen. So I mean, that's not too bad a poker hand. I mean, but not a good poker hand. Okay. Susie, do the same. Just take 5 at a time.
1, 2, 3, 4. And that one.
Right.
5.
Turn yours over and see. Let's lay them out there. Let's see what you've got. You're a king, a spades, a 4 of diamonds, a 2 of diamonds, queen. That's a pretty poor poker hand. Hey, John, that's not very good, is it?
Not very good.
No. Being a magician, and this is why I'm banned from all casinos. Watch, I'm going to show you. Well, let's deal poker now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to show you how magicians control cards. A lot of people don't like to play cards with magicians because they say they control cards. So let's just take the middle section and see. Well, that's a pretty poor poker hand as well. I mean, we've got 2 3s there, a queen of hearts, 10 and a 2. But note the middle card is a queen of hearts, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you how, as a magician, one can control the cards. So, deal these poker hands out again. John, do you remember which pile I said I showed you the queen from?
Middle.
The middle pile. So, and Susie, do you remember where the queen was?
It was in the middle.
Now watch this. With a bit of control, look at that. Look how I've controlled the queen to still be in the middle. But that's not the amazing thing. The more amazing thing is if we look there, we've got a 10, a jack, a queen, a king, and an ace, a royal flush.
Wow.
Very well
There
done.
we go. A royal flush. Never play cards with a magician. We're going to have a little lesson in shuffling. Susie, I'm going to choose you to help me.
Okay.
Do you play cards often or not that often?
Sometimes.
As a magician, of course, I've been shuffling cards for years. But people think it just comes naturally. I'm going to show you how I started learning to shuffle. Would you cut a portion of those cards? Of about half, it doesn't matter exactly half. Right, we'll come back to those in just a moment. So as a magician, there's different ways to shuffle cards. Sometimes you can just take a few cards. That's called cutting. Or you can take cards and you can give a proper shuffle. Like that. That is a proper shuffle. But that's getting a bit advanced. I'm going to teach you now how a magician starts at the beginning and learns to shuffle. Pick up your cards, Suze. The very first lesson is you hold your cards like that and you deal one card at a time. Deal one card down at a time like that.
Like that?
Just one card down, yeah. One card down like that. That's the sort of beginning lesson. When you get a bit more advanced, you can then start taking a few more cards, maybe 2 or 3 cards.
Ooh,
Like that.
not
That's
a
how you
natural
do-
magician.
Yeah, no. And when you're really getting sort of familiar with cards, you can take clumps of cards like that and take a big batch of cards. Yeah, so I mean now your cards, if you just square them, are fairly mixed.
Okay.
What they do at casinos in Las Vegas, there's a deal or a mix-up. It's called the casino shuffle. It's called the block cut, where you go and you take a bunch of cards from your middle of your deck. So just pick up a pack of cards from the middle of your deck, just from the middle, and drop them on top of your pack. They do that a lot, as I say, in the casinos in Las Vegas, where I know you've been, because that means the cards can't be in a prearranged order. So they're completely shuffled up. There's another deal which they call the stack pile combined with the distribution deal. So what I want you to do, I'm going to ask you to take your cards in a moment. Take your cards. I'm going to do mine first. We're going to make 4 piles, but like little piles, not using all your cards, just about 3 or 4, because you want to have about half the deck left. So watch, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that.
Okay.
And do the same there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just
1,
don't take too many, because you need to leave about
2,
half the deck. 2, 3,
3,
another one. Yep. 4.
4.
That's what they call the pile deal.
Okay.
The distribution deal comes where you take the rest of your cards and just one at a time you deal them on top of the pack like that till you've got no more cards left. That's called the distribution deal. Yeah, and just keep going till you've got a... This is a very common way of shuffling cards in the casinos in Las Vegas. So nobody knows the order of the cards. Now, no, you said you're not a very experienced card player. Of course, I'm a very experienced card player. So when I do this, I mean, look what I get. Look, I get a king, a king, a king, and a king.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't play cards with me, would you? I know you're only a
It's not
beginner.
fair.
I know you say something, and you're a beginner. But turn over your 4 cards. Let's see what you've got.
An ace.
Oh, ace.
An
an
ace. An ace. And an
Oh,
ace.
Susie, I
not-
don't believe you. I think you've been playing cards before, and you've been shuffling for many years. Well,
Not the
sorry.
only professional.
No, indeed. Thank you. A card trick, just what the world of magic is calling for. John, would you take those? Take the cards out of the box and give them a shuffle.
Okay.
Just mix them up so we don't know what order they're in. Okay, lovely. Now, in time-honored fashion, I'm going to ask you to select a card. So, just take a card, any card you want. You happy with that one? Okay. I'm going to look away. Have you seen your card?
See my card?
Okay. Could you stick it top of the pack? Okay, we put those down there. We just give a couple of cuts there. Give a nice little fancy croupier cut. There we go. And finally, what about just... Susie, your chance.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to ask you, just mix it up a bit more, I'm going to ask you to select a card. I want you not to take it away, I want you to think of a card.
Okay.
So I'm going to go like this, and in a moment I'm going to ask you just to think of a card. Just say stop whatever you want.
Okay. Stop.
Susie, I want you just to think of that card. Just think of the card, okay? Mm-hmm. Right. So somewhere in there is the card. Susie, would you look through that pack of cards?
Yeah.
And take out the card that you were just thinking of and put
Okay.
it face down on the table. So you had a complete free choice of cards. Take the one you were thinking of.
Must be in here somewhere. Okay.
Okay, put it face down on the table. Okay, rest of the pack we don't need. You can just put them aside for the moment. John, you selected a card randomly, but which card did you select?
2 of clubs.
2 of clubs. Let's see which card Susie was thinking of. The 2 of clubs.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
It's
You chose a
incredible.
card. Susie
That's
thought of a card,
ridiculous.
and it was the exact same card. Now, don't call me Master